Hello, this is Sajal Chaudhary and welcome to Smash Course. The course where a student, that's me, condenses and rereads book chapters to you while living in constant fear of the shelf behind him. Today, we'll be talking about the Joy Luck Club, and more specifically, the chapter Double Face. This chapter follows the point of view of Lindo Zhang getting her hair done for her daughter's second wedding, as she recollects the trials and tribulation from when she first came to America, and her subsequent regrets about not teaching Waverly the up and ups about her Chinese heritage. Kinda messed up there, Mom. As Mr. Rory, the salonist, who's doing their hair, is Mrs. Zhang's American audience, she shows him her American face, which is basically the stereotype of a Chinese person's face. Stereotypes. Not a very fun thing. Orientalism got a kick out of that. Anyways, back to the chapter. Moving backwards, Lindo gets some old-fashioned Chinese wisdom from her mother back when she was a child. Zach, we do not put memes here. How many times do I have to tell you? I mean, dear God. Basically, her mother reads Lindo's palm. But instead of using her palm, she uses her head. Or particularly the face, but the ears are included too. Which I find to be quite interesting symbolism, as they use the physical features of their head to define their being, as well as dictate their destiny. Which brings us to our themes, motifs, and the continuation of this chapter. As Lindo grows and experiences, America, adjusting to it and getting married, the worry of having a crooked or misshapen nose surfaces when her nose is bent during a bus accident while she is pregnant with her daughter Waverly. This leads to the conclusion of the flashback as she looks upon a newborn Waverly. Lindo fears her crooked nose, as she thinks that she has cursed her daughter with a ill fate. However, this leads us into our thematic premise of fate versus free will, which translates to American culture versus Chinese culture, as well as classic, young versus old. Never get enough of those. Oh my heart, you youngins, you don't know how to understand what we did back in the day. Well, that's a stereotype. Is that a double face? Well, I'm talking about the book, so I'm not going to go into an analysis of my own foolishness. Lindo believes that Waverly should have her crooked nose repaired via plastic surgery, as it would follow the perception of the tradition. Waverly, on the other hand, disagrees, thinking she should decide what it means to herself. This translates to the very central motif, as Lindo is a traditionalist person and is more focused on preserving her Chinese side, even if few people would see it. While her daughter, as she is not very Chinese, as earlier stated in the chapter, with her being, if she ever went to China, she'd be spotted as an outsider immediately. She believes that the nose shows that no one can see what they're doing. Rather, this puts free will into the equation, as no one can predict what she's going to do. Only she knows what she's going to do. Which does bring us back to American culture versus Chinese culture. As American culture was very, it was built on the ideals of freedom. No matter what it's turned into today, it was built that men and women, eventually, black people, eventually, pretty much anyone who lived in America would eventually, or has, or now can, decide what they want to do with their lives. As long as it, goes into accordance with the laws, because can't go around stabbing people. Well, the Chinese culture, rather, this traditional style of it, is more focused on a hierarchical system, as it goes with your grandparents, your parents, and then you. Very classic Confucianist logic. But, as I realize I'm going over the limit, we're going to have to end right here. See you next time. Next time I have to do another chapter for English 2. Stay peaceful, America.